heads are better than one. Ava loves Christmas and the holiday season because it gives her the chance to do something special for herself every year. Last year, she changed the wallpaper in her room, and the previous year, she built her own library of books so she could read more.
This year, I want to create a vegetable garden in our backyard so I can get fresh vegetables right from the yard.
Ava knows it's going to be a lot of work. Their yard is huge. Also, she needs to plant right away in order to start gathering a harvest by Christmas. She began preparing the ground, clearing the weeds and rocks, leaving a clean space for planting a garden. Then, she added compost to the soil to help the plants to grow well. The next day, she started putting the tiny seeds she bought at the store in the soil. While she placed the seeds, she started feeling tired. Ava had done so much work, but still had a long way to go. Yet, she was ready to do what it takes to create the vegetable garden. Just then, Ava's brother, Brian, approached her.
Ava, do you need help?
Yes, Brian. I could use some help. I still have a lot of work to do.
They both continued to dig rows and plant seeds in them. Grandma had taught them all about gardening, how to sow seeds, water the plants, and care for them as they grow. Within a short period, the siblings had planted seeds of carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, and colorful bell peppers. Every day, they check on their garden, water the plants, and make sure they had enough sunlight. As weeks passed, tiny green sprouts began to emerge from the soil. Ava and Brian watched in amazement as their garden started to flourish. They couldn't wait for the day when they would enjoy the fresh, homegrown vegetables. Their harvest finally came. Ava and Brian were excited as they admired their fully grown, colorful vegetables. Suddenly, Brian had an idea.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we shared some of our vegetables with Mrs. Jenkins? She would love them.
That's a great idea.
They carefully harvested some of the vegetables, collected them in a basket, and set off on a little adventure to spread happiness to their next-door neighbor. Mrs. Jenkins was extremely grateful for Ava and Brian's kindness.
Oh, what lovely kids!
Soon, all the kids in the neighborhood joined them in distributing the vegetables to the entire community. With smiles on their faces, they knocked on doors, greeted their neighbors, and handed out fresh vegetables.
Knock, knock, we got fresh vegetables for you.
The neighborhood transformed into a close-knit community where everyone cared for one another.
With Brian's support, my little idea of creating a vegetable garden has become something bigger and better. And it all happened quicker than I could ever imagine. I have achieved more results because 2 heads are better than 1.
Amazingly, the good work didn't end there. The kids in the neighborhood came up with another brilliant suggestion.
This community has grown into one big family.
Christmas is almost here. We should do something lovely for our community for Christmas. I agree. I agree.
I agree.
As the countdown to Christmas began, the kids started the preparations. First, they got Christmas cards and sent them to each family in the neighborhood. Next, they wrapped gifts for everyone and placed them at the center of the community. Their plans were coming together. The kids decorated the streets with colorful celebration lights which looked really beautiful at night. It was so much fun working together. On Christmas Eve, the kids baked and decorated cookies, singing carols as they each contributed to getting the work done.
Finally, Christmas morning came. All the neighbors assembled at the community center to open up the beautiful gifts that the kids had placed there. No one was left out. There was something for everyone. Impressed by the kids' effort, an elderly man said,
"This is my best Christmas ever."
And it all began with one little idea of creating a vegetable garden in a backyard. With more kids on board, The idea spiraled into something more special, touching the lives of several people than Ava could have done on her own. Ava initially intended to do something special for herself, but she ended up doing something awesome for others as well. Truly, two heads are better than one.
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!
Hey kids, you know what time it is?
It's Topfun Quizzy time!
That's right. Now tell me what lessons there are to learn from the story.
It's okay to ask for help when you need it.
That's correct.
Do not give up on your dreams. Be patient to see the results.
Perfect.
It's good to share with others.
Amazing.
Join others in doing good.
Great. Keep going.
Working alone is good, but working as a team is even better.
Good work, kids. Now, tell me what the meaning of the proverb is.
Two heads are better than one means that when people work together, they can think of smarter ideas and get things done faster. It doesn't have to be only two people working together. There could be more. It's all about teamwork.
Excellent, kids. You are ready for the world. See you on the next Topfun Quizzy.
Hey kids, we're not done yet. There's one more task. Can you figure out the words from the story of Ava and Brian that relate with planting? Here's the first one. I'll give you some seconds to think. Here's a tip. It starts with the letter S. Here's one more tip.
Sunlight.
This one's pretty easy. It also starts with the letter S.
Soil. Vegetables.
It starts with the letter G.
That's garden. I wonder what this one is.
It begins with the letter S. If you don't know what it is, you can ask someone around you for help and figure it out together. Remember, two heads are better than one.
Sprout.
Excellent! What could this one be? It starts with the letter P.
Plant.
It starts with the letter B and her name is Belle.
Bell pepper.
It starts with the letter S.
Seeds.
It begins with the letter T.
Tomatoes.
It begins with the letter C.
Cucumber.
It also begins with the letter C.
carrots.
Great job, everyone!
If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for new episodes.